Yeah, if we hang out, Josh and Meka in a house, turn the lights down low. Here we go. It's Wednesday night and the frights come alive. We're dropping screams with the jokes on the side. Monsters, killers, ghosts in the dark, but we're laughing while we're watching, that's a trademark. Wednesday night frights, we set the vibe. Josh and Meka keep the horror alive. Chills and thrills with the beat so tight. Every week we bring the shadows to light. So grab your popcorn, lock the doors. It's Wednesday night frights, let's explore.
All right. Hello, Mika. Welcome back. We
Thank
had to take
you.
last week off because, day jobs and they suck and all that stuff.
Trash.
No, my day job is awesome. I can't really complain. It was
Nice.
just parent teacher conferences last week for the end of the first quarter. So it was just a busy night for me. That's why we had to cancel. I think about it every time I listen to the little opening because it says every week we're keeping the frights alive, but we take weeks off.
I
We're keeping the frights
mean, we're
alive on our
human.
own.
We're,
Yeah, we
we're
got
human.
lives. We do the things to keep the internet on.
Yes.
Because if I don't do the job, I don't got the internet.
Right. And then I have to do it from my phone. And nobody wants to
And
do it from the
nobody wants
phone.
that. I'm hard enough to look at with a real camera. Don't get me on a phone. Ain't nobody want to see that. No. So tonight, Mika reached out yesterday, and it was perfect timing. Or no, yes, was it yesterday you reached out?
I
Or this
think it's
morning?
today. This
Might have been
morning.
today. Might have been today, but it was perfect because like last night I finally sat down and watched the second episode. I had already I watched the first episode the night that you guys were talking about it on Blurred
Florida,
AF.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I went on to Blurred AF. I listened to the whole intro and kind of got in the chat and got silly with everybody. But then once you started talking about the show, I jumped out and then I
Right.
went and watched it right then. And I was like, okay, that's not what I expected.
Yeah.
Um, so it's set in real quick, just to kind of set the place. First of all, I'm gonna apologize right now because spoilers might happen,
Yes.
but it's only spoilers to 2 episodes. It's not spoilers to the whole season because we don't know.
Right.
But the to set the scene, it starts off. It's cold, 1962, and we jump right in with this into the quiet town, a boy's fatal detour, and this weird roadside birth that kind of spirals into grotesque chaos. The show opens fully pedal to the metal, ready to go, promising that in Derry, I make a joke about it, but horror never sleeps. It's always like this is not going to be an okay place. Um, but there's a lot going on in that just right off in the first episode because it introduces us to a lot of characters.
Yes. That
Um,
they
man, like so I like how so right out we talk about let's start with that crazy opening. So Maddie
Right.
Clemens, he's sneaking out because he's been kicked out of the movie theater, right? So he sneaks
Right.
out and he's gonna hitchhike with this family who says they're heading to Portland,
Portland,
but
Maine. Yeah.
yeah, Portland, Maine. Yeah. Portland, Maine. But he realizes real quick that something's wrong. The mom gives birth to man, like that right there. That's my sleep paralysis demon. That baby coming out. That it whew, that creature attacks. And right from the beginning, we know that this is still Stephen King. It is still the world of it. And there's some grotesque body horror right away.
Yes.
We don't even wait.
It's oh my God, Maddie. Um,
Yeah.
he is he's everything that it would feed on, right?
Yeah.
According
Yeah.
to the after show notes, after you watch the show, HBO will show you, the
Mhm.
behind the scenes of the episode,
Right.
and they explain like how Maddie is one of, he is one of the things that
Mhm.
it would go after, right?
Yeah.
Child
Mhm.
is being abused, he's being neglected, he's running away from home, and the one thing that he wants more than anything is a family that
Yeah.
ends up picking him up.
Yeah, and he thinks this is my family. It's
Right.
and
And
that it's across all of Stephen King's work. That's what Pennywise feeds on. That's what the novel and the movie Needful Things is about. It's about
mhm,
granting your deepest desires, but not in the way that
you would
you
hope.
want it.
Right.
Yeah. It's that
Um,
monkey's paw kind of thing where you're gonna get what you ask for, but you're gonna get the most effed up, nasty version of that thing that you want.
right. That whole opening scene
Mhm.
was everything that I mean, I'm gonna say everything because I didn't know that that was coming. But once
Right.
it finished, I was like, yo, that was just like the opening of It
Yeah.
Chapter One.
Yeah. It comes right out. It sets the tone. Bam. And this move in the first episode, it really bookends it that same way.
Whew.
Won't get into that ending too much, but that ending, we we don't know, but well, so all this stuff happens. Maddie is gone now. Now we
Right.
have to meet the kids that we're going to be hanging out with.
Who we assume are the new losers.
The new
Well,
losers. Yeah,
I'm gonna say new losers. They are the
they are
original.
this. Yeah, this is this story's version.
Right.
You've got Lily, Lily with all of her pickle jars in her locker. You
Oh
got
yeah, because they keep
yeah,
messing with her.
you got Phil and Teddy. And then there's the Air Force guy Leroy Hanlon, who he comes to Derry. His family, I don't think, comes to the next episode,
Right, correct.
but he
Mhm.
comes in. You start to see kind of the well 1962 Air Force. There's some obvious racism stuff going on,
Mhm.
which fits the time period and everything. But Leroy's a very stoic, very honorable, just straightforward kind of guy. He's just there to do his job.
Right.
Um, but so we meet them. So now we have the new kids in town. We got or the next step in episode 2, we meet his son. So now we
Right.
got the new kid in town. But in the first movie, so that Maddie's missing. These kids all meet up. They know each other because they go to school, but
Mhm.
they're not really friends. They're different cliques from around the school.
Right. And they
But
didn't wanna
they're
hang with
linked.
Maddie because they thought he was a baby.
Yeah. But now they all have, but then they start hearing things in the shower. They hear things around drains.
Yeah.
I gotta tell you, all the stuff that happens in that first episode, there's nothing scarier than some coming up out of my shower drain. And when those two fingers start reaching up and they're like that bloody red, oh man, like no,
I'd have
not
poured
not man,
bleach. I'd have
yeah,
poured bleach right down the drain.
yeah, where, yeah,
No.
who got the Drano? Because yeah, no, that was, but so yeah, but they do the old thing like you used to see in movies where they go to the library and they do the like the microfiche where they scroll through and they're looking at the old newspapers, and
Yeah.
which won't make a lot of sense to the younger kids watching this, but those of us of a certain age that actually went to the library and have done this, it's a throwback.
Yes.
But
Love it.
it sets it up for like it's like they're setting up a Goonies like adventure. These kids
Right.
are going to go on an adventure. They want to solve this crime. They don't know what they're getting into, but they want to solve the crime.
Right. And they're also looking for Maddie at the same
Yeah,
time, right?
yeah.
So it's we know he ran away. No, they're like, no, he didn't run away. He wouldn't run
He
away,
wouldn't
you
run away.
know?
Yeah, yes, yeah. And the manager of the theater, they think he did it.
Mhm.
They think he did it, so they end up teaming up with his daughter. But I think that's
Yes.
also in episode 2.
No, she's in
But
episode 1.
she
So
she's in there. They don't team up with her till the next one.
well, they team up
She's
with her to cuz she lets them into the
oh,
movie
right.
theater.
They team up with her at the end of this one. So now they
Right.
know they find the newspaper article about Maddie. Now they
Mhm.
have an idea. Now the hypothesis is flowing, and
Right.
they know they got to get back into that theater and see if they can find some clues. Well, how do we do that? We'll go to the
Right.
manager's daughter. She'll sneak us in.
Right.
And she's got her own motives. She doesn't, I don't know. It's wrong to say she doesn't care about Maddie, but that's not her. She's not going there because of Maddie, right?
No,
She's
she's
going there
going
because
there
she
to
wants
clear
to
her
save her
dad's
dad.
name.
Yeah, she wants to save
Yeah.
her dad.
Mhm.
So they go to the theater. and they're watching The Music Man. If
Yes.
anybody knows The Music Man, we got trouble. That starts with T and rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. So they got
Right.
Music Man going on there, but there's in the middle of the screen, you got Maddie there. He's
Yes.
just looking uneasy,
And he's holding a baby.
and he's holding a baby.
The
Was and from the beginning, the last time we saw Maddie, there
baby
was a
got him.
baby, right?
The baby got
The
him.
baby. So you kind of know what's there, but he's on screen. He's in a movie. That does so it's safe. It should be safe, right? Like that's what I'm thinking. I gotta say, it was slightly spoiled for me. I did not know what was going to happen, the extent it was going to happen. I knew something was going to happen because when I was on when I was watching Blurred AF and I had mentioned that I hadn't watched it yet, somebody in the chat said, "Oh, you better because that ending," and I'm like, "Oh man, now I know there's going to be an ending." Now I knew, but what? That's really where everything happens here. The whole episode, first 2/3, it's all about let's set up who these characters
Right.
are.
Let's get
You
you emotionally invested
Yes,
in these children
and these
that
children.
we assumed are I keep saying the new losers because we
But
obviously,
yeah,
if you grew up watching, these
because
are the new losers.
yeah. But so if yes, it's building all of this. You have the brothers, the Jewish brothers from the
The Urus
Hasidic,
family.
like the very, very Jewish family.
Yep.
You have again Lily, you have the other young girl who goes along with them in the theater, and then you have the owner or the manager. I don't know, is he the owner of the theater? Or does he just
He
manage the
owns it.
theater?
No, he owns the
Yeah, they
theater.
own the theater.
Yes.
They own the theater. So you got her daughter. So what do you got? Like 5 or 6 people, 5 or 6 kids, 5 kids,
I think it's 5 kids.
5 kids in the theater plus Maddie on the screen.
Right.
But Maddie keeps coming forward. They're calling for Maddie. They think they can get him off the screen and get him to come home. And they're yelling for him to come, yelling for him to come. He starts walking forward. And what were your first thoughts when that thing fell out of his hand?
You mean when
Before you really get it, just falls out and comes out of the screen,
yeah,
and it's
he
hiding
throws it out
under
the
the
screen and it
yeah,
lands in the front row.
in the
And I was
front
like,
row.
run,
Yeah,
run.
because ain't nothing natural coming next.
Right. I was gonna say anything that just falls out of a screen, like I would have been the first one at the door.
Oh yeah, yeah. I am not the fastest man on earth, but trust me, I'm knocking people over.
Right.
I'm
Right.
getting out. I'm not
Right.
gonna hang around.
Run.
But when it first happened, I was like, oh, well, that's dumb. And
And then it got
then
up.
and then it got
And
up
then it
because
got up.
it stays down. It only stays down for about 30 seconds, maybe, but it's
Yeah.
long enough for me to be like, oh, that was it. That
Yeah.
is what they were talking about. And I went to grab my remote to do the little, if you press like the down arrow on the remote, it doesn't stop the show, but gives you the
Tells you
little
how long
track bar about how
yeah.
much longer I got. I'm like, is that really it? So I went to grab it, and then all of a sudden, up over the chairs. I'm like, oh no, we're still
Yeah.
going.
Yeah.
And it is. I wouldn't say it's the most graphically violent scene in the world, but there are noises happening in there. The noises that are happening in there. Whoa.
Yes.
Yeah. But
Yes.
but something with that. So I it doesn't explicitly say other than like are they really gone?
Yeah. That one
Well,
okay. I shall not describe exactly what he did to one of the kids. Actually, two. All I will say is uh one of the kids is in two pieces.
the
Um
the yeah,
the Urus
the
boy.
yeah, well, and
Yes.
there's also another kid's in two pieces because you see Lily when she comes back out, she's still holding hands.
So she ain't in two pieces. She just
Yeah.
one arm. She missing an
But
arm.
there is internet rumor that what happened there may not have really happened there.
So I thought I've seen that internet rumor too,
Uh-huh.
but I truly because of what happens in episode 2, we know it
Mhm.
really happened because
Yeah, yes,
they
because
immediately went after the owner.
right. Yes, even though they're all, well, the two, Lily and I cannot remember the daughter's name.
Uh, okay, hold on. You know me. To
We
the
got it
Googles.
to the Googles. Ronnie?
See, her name is.
Is it
Oh,
It's Ronnie, right?
I think it is, but even Google's not showing it.
Even the
What?
Googles.
Don't do that to
I
me,
think
Google.
Ronnie is the theater owner's daughter. Um, but at the end,
Yes,
those are the
Ronnie.
only, yeah. So Lily and Ronnie at the end of that episode, they're the only ones left.
Right. And that's the only reason why Ronnie ends up surviving is because she's stuck in the projectionist room.
Yes,
She
she
actually
was
gets
not.
close. Yeah,
Yeah,
she gets locked in there. The door
yeah.
slams shut. She ends up breaking herself out. And then when
Mhm.
she goes to check on Lily, Lily is still holding the little sister's arm.
Yeah,
And that's how the episode ends.
and that's where it ended. But and after that episode, there's rumor that maybe that didn't really happen. So I guess technically after that scene, Maddie may still be somewhere, trapped
So
somewhere.
so it's just like any other it.
That's it's what they were looking for, so it's what they got, but in the worst
Right.
possible
It's
way.
this right. It's the same thing like whenever Georgie died, right?
Mhm,
Bill saw Georgie. We knew Georgie wasn't alive, but Bill
mhm.
was like, Georgie, he
He
didn't
kept
see
seeing
Georgie
him.
once. He saw Georgie two times as a child,
Yeah,
and then as an adult, thought that Georgie was
mhm,
still alive in the sewers.
yeah. So I think and I agree with you, and I think the reason that I want to believe the other side, that it's not real, is because this episode did such a great job in getting me emotionally invested in the 3 other kids,
Yes. Yes.
for all of a sudden them to be gone, and it's that the little girl, what is she, 10, 11, maybe? Like, it's a
Y-
little girl.
I think she's like
She might even
six.
be yeah,
Yeah, I thought she was like
she
six.
yeah, she's little. She's a little girl.
Because of the
So,
way she was talking. Like she was like, "Did
yes.
you know?" Da 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 da. Like
Yeah.
like an annoying little 6-year-old would do. Like,
Mhm.
"Did you know that you could do this and this and this?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Did you know that
It's
you can shut up?"
did you know? Uh, so after the first episode's over, so we probably just have Lily and Ronnie left. What did you think of What did you think? Like, episode's over. You don't know this. We haven't seen the second episode. It doesn't come out for a couple more days because it came out on Halloween, which was the perfect thing to do. Even though I think they
Perfect.
should have dropped this first episode on Halloween, because the
I
second episode
agree.
not nearly as graphic, not nearly as
Right.
horror forward. But we'll get to that. It does have some things, but in that it has some things. Um, that theater scene, do you think it heightened the stakes, or do you think it was just a spectacle to draw us viewers in
Oh no, I
to
think when
serve the
I
story?
I don't think it was meant to draw us in. Again, I think they were smart. You know what I'm saying? They
Yeah,
got us
yeah,
emotionally invested
mhm,
in these
they did.
kids.
Yes,
We thought Maddie was going to make it. You know what I'm
mhm,
saying?
right,
He's finally leaving Derry, right?
yeah,
And we think Maddie's going to make it, and then
yep,
he don't.
and it
And
does.
then we
Yeah,
think that these other kids,
it
and me, I'm paying attention, right?
mhm,
I'm
yeah,
like, that kid's last name is Urus. So he's
yeah,
like Stan's like
yeah,
uncle or something
right, yeah,
like in the future,
his family,
this is
yeah,
his family. So I'm like, okay, so they're definitely not going to kill off the Urus boy
right,
because I thought
yeah,
that that boy was Stan's dad going
that yeah,
forward.
but it
Come to find
yeah,
out, it's the older brother.
yeah,
The older brother ends up being Stan's dad. So I was like, oh yeah, they're not going to kill him
they're
off.
not gonna kill that guy.
And,
Yeah,
and then we have a
oh,
comedian like Richie, and I'm
yeah,
like, oh, they're not going to kill him off. You know what I'm saying? And like,
yeah,
they're building the
and they're
loser
setting.
club.
And by doing what they do in that first episode, they tell us that I don't care who you like, I don't care what you think. This is not the story. You're not watching the story you think you're gonna get.
Right, right.
Is we're gonna throw people at you. Some people are going to make it, some people aren't. There's only one person that I know for sure lives through this whole thing, and he you see him in the first episode, but he gets a name in episode 2.
Yeah.
There's a one of the Air Force officers.
Yeah.
He's I never remember the actor's name. It's like Chris Childs or Chris
I think
something like
so.
that. Um, but he shows up as one of the officers, and he tells everybody it's okay. I got special privileges.
Right.
Um, but it's a certain someone named Dick Halloran. So
Yes.
we know that eventually he's got to go take over as the cook out at the Overlook Hotel.
At the
So we know
Overlook
he's gonna make it.
Hotel.
We know
Yes.
he's gonna make it. But
Right.
yeah, and when I heard that name, I was like, oh, we're connecting everything.
I
Like
saw his name
everything.
tag and was like, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
the guy."
I missed the name tag. I'd heard it when they referred to him as Richard Halloran. I was like,
Mhm.
no way. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was super stoked when I saw that because I love the idea because and Stephen King does this on purpose. Everything takes place in this version of the universe with Castle Rock, Maine, Derry, Bangor, Portland, and even the Overlook. Even though the Overlook is several thousand miles away in Colorado, it's still
Yes.
in the same universe because they
Correct.
moved to Colorado from
Correct.
Maine. So all
Correct.
of this stuff, like, so that means that what is it, the Fuchs, Jason Fuchs, Andy Muschietti, Barbara Muschietti, the ones who developed the show, they did their homework. They really
Yes.
planned out how this was all going to work. And his name is Chris Chalk. Chris Chalk.
Yes. Yes.
And if you ever saw, did you ever watch that show that he did? It was also an HBO show called the New Perry Mason.
Mm-mm. No.
Oh, so he's in Perry Mason, and he's the best part of that Perry Mason show. He plays Paul Drake, who becomes Perry's personal private investigator. So stinking good, so good.
Nice. Nice.
But you meet him in the second episode. In the second episode, we also meet the officer. I just lost his name again.
Handling. Handling.
No, not Hanlon. We meet the main officer's
Oh,
wife and
you
his
talking about
in.
the major?
I'm
Not
failing
major.
y'all.
What's his name? Colonel?
Major's right. Major's right. It's Major.
You talking about Mike Hanlon's granddad?
No, man, no, it's Major. I'm gonna find it now.
Uh,
May, not Francis. Yeah, Major Hanlon, Leroy. You
yeah.
meet Major Hanlon, his wife, and his son.
Yes.
So now we're gonna meet his wife and his son. First of all, Major Hanlon, the actor Jovan Adepo, is great.
Mm-hmm.
He's very stoic. He very straight faced, very about the work. He's just the major. And in this episode, he goes up to the general, played by James Remar, and he says, "You're gonna like just tell me who came and who beat me up, who did this, who hit me with a pipe. You're gonna tell me." And the general doesn't tell him, but takes responsibility for it, right? Because
Yeah.
he said, "I had to test. It was a
I had
test.
to test you.
I had to test you. I had to make
I
sure you are
had to
the
make sure you
one."
weren't snitching.
Yeah, because like we don't know what's going on the military base, but we know something's going on the military
Right.
base.
Right. Right.
Well, even at the end of the first episode, when we see that baby, the boy yells, "Oh my God, they created a monster baby or a flying monster baby
I
or
knew
something
there was
at the
something
military
going
base."
on at the base.
Yeah, like the town of Derry knows something that's going on.
Right.
Um, and then his son Will is just the hard luck. Like he didn't do anything wrong, but keeps getting in trouble.
Right. Poor kid.
He was late to school, wasn't his fault, got in trouble. He was
Right.
in the hallway when the stink bomb got thrown. He didn't do it, got in
Right.
trouble.
Yeah.
But it's through that he meets Ronnie while in detention. and then Lily in the grocery store,
Blah.
full on panic attack happening there. And then,
I
yeah,
will never eat pickles again.
I don't like pickles anyway, so I'm okay about that.
I will
But
never eat
you
pickles
know,
again.
no, it's gross. It's like,
Bleh.
but so in this episode, so we meet the family. Um, Major Hanlon is attacked. He's they're trying to figure out who they can trust. Halloran's taken a couple of the Air Force guys out late past curfew, and he gets them in, so we know he's got some
He
secret,
got some
or
pull. Yeah.
we know his power, right? We all know
Yes.
he's got the shining, but nobody else in the show, in the world, knows that's what it is. They just know that he got pull.
Yeah.
So all this is happening. Lily's having her vision. Will and Ronnie are meeting, but then Ronnie goes to bed.
I figured we was gonna talk about the scene. What is with
Uh,
them what is with
mhm, mhm.
what's with all the birth scenes, dang it?
Uh,
What's
yeah,
with all the birth
yeah.
scenes?
It is grotesque. This it looks like a scene that could have been taken right out of like a Terrifier movie. Like,
Right.
it's dark, it's gross, it's the reason I wouldn't you don't want to eat pickles. I don't want to ever see a waterbed again in my life.
Blah.
Like, just, and then it's viscera and nasty and just slimy
It's
and
just the way
gross.
it started out, right? She
Yeah,
starts out with the covers over her head, and we're
yeah,
thinking like, okay, she's trapped under the cover. She's gonna
yeah,
keep, she's gonna keep pulling, 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 and then eventually Pennywise is gonna like pop out
right.
over the top of the sheet. No, all of a
No,
sudden the sheets start turning pink, and I'm like,
yeah,
wait a
no,
minute, what is
yeah.
happening here? And then
And then and then
fluid.
she's underwater.
Right. And then there's
And
fluid. And then she comes out
yeah,
and it's like,
and she
what?
comes out and she's got this 2-inch circumference umbilical cord thing, and to get away, what does she do?
She
She
tries to
goes right into the mouth,
she tries to
straight to her
bite
mouth.
through it.
Like, nah, no, but she did.
No.
She bit right through it, and then, oh, I can't remember what it says, but it says something like she's not safe. That
Yes.
this isn't it for her. But just nastiness falling out of this womb, and but then the
What?
door opens and her dad comes in, and suddenly she's back in her pajamas, she's clean, and everything's gone.
Yeah.
So we
Her
know it
fear
was a
was
vision.
her fear is that she killed her mom during
Yeah.
childbirth,
Yes.
right? And so her that's her that's part of her guilt, if you want to
Yes.
if you want to
She's
call it
carrying
that.
that.
So
Yeah.
um it speaks volumes from the
Mhm.
creators and the producers of this series,
Yeah.
is that you paid so much attention to the things that would be in the back of somebody's mind, and you would
Mhm.
use that
Right.
to cause fear and cause horror for
Yeah.
somebody. Like, I would eh,
Yeah, that's
eh, but it's the fact that y'all
but
keep using births and babies, and
so much of that.
I mean,
Everything's doing that these
is
days.
is that the
And
overall theme of this
yeah,
of
because
season
this
one
is
is birth?
yeah, this is the second birthing scene in as many
In
episodes.
2
Like,
episodes,
2
back to
episodes,
back.
2 nasty one to kick off the whole thing, and then one in the middle. But
Right,
then and then there's also the Lily is so they set it up that she's afraid to talk, right? Because she doesn't want to give too much information, because she doesn't want to give the police or her parents any reason to think she's crazy to send her back to the institution. So
and
we know she's been in a mental health facility, and she's home. She doesn't want to go back.
right,
So she tells the police that she doesn't remember seeing Ronnie's dad at the theater. She
right,
doesn't swear to it. So the chief, who's also being told, you got to do something, you got to make this arrest, we got to, and it's going to be this guy, it's going to be Ronnie's dad, that's who you're
right,
going for. So they have to keep going to her, and Ronnie keeps saying, why didn't you just tell him my dad wasn't there? You know he wasn't there, you know he
right.
snuck in. And she said, I can't, because if I tell the truth, they think I'm crazy.
And
Man,
then
I
she
go back to
still
the
ended up
institute.
back there.
And still, she still did because she took it to school too. She started having more stuff at school,
The
and
pickles did it for her.
but her friend
That
who
girl.
wants to be cool start throwing her on the bus and just
Oh,
I
that
don't know.
girl.
I'd have made fun of her glasses if I wasn't such a nice human being.
Listen, I
I don't
I've
like that girl.
never wished harm on
No,
any child.
but I'd trade her for some of them other children.
Facts. And speaking of other children, if you go and look at the original HBO poster for Welcome to
Uh-huh.
Derry, it is not the
Yeah.
current poster for Welcome to Derry.
I didn't even know
Yes.
this.
And that's why that theory that they didn't really get it. Oh no, they got it. Because HBO even changed the
Right.
poster. They was
Yeah.
like, okay, they show the original kids, and
Yeah.
now it's a brand new set of kids.
New
And I was
kids.
like, I wonder if they're gonna keep changing it every
Yeah.
time somebody gets it.
That would actually be super cool
I think that'd
if
be
the
dope.
poster every time changes just a little bit.
Right. It'll just be like Lily and Will. Will,
Lily,
and
Will,
Ronnie.
and Ronnie
Right.
are
Right. And
always
but
the same,
are
but then
always
other
the same.
people
Yep.
coming in and out. Because you feel
Yes.
like those three are safe. At least,
We know Will is safe.
well,
We definitely know
I
Will
think
is safe.
no, Lily, Ronnie, and Will are safe for the bulk of the series.
Well,
Couple
Will
of it,
is Mike Hanlon's
yeah,
dad.
yeah, right. But we know they're the other two, so the three of them are going to carry most of these episodes.
Correct.
Lily and Ronnie, we don't know, something could happen in that last episode or
Right.
second to last episode. Is it 8 episodes they're doing for this one?
I think
Do you remember?
I think we said there were 9 episodes.
9.
Yeah.
9 episodes. And the next
I was
episode
like, why don't
comes
you just give us
out.
a good 10? Man,
Just give me a round number. Why 9?
9
Why 9?
episodes, and then after this season we'll go back to the 1930s.
So they're doing it anthology style. They're just
Very
going to give
much.
you exactly what I want them to do with Candyman. They're just giving us Pennywise through the years.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
But yeah, so Ronnie's drowning / womb hallucination. You'll never want to sleep on a waterbed again, no matter what kind of memories you got of your childhood.
You don't want to put the sheets on top of you. You don't want to cover your face in the sheets no more.
No.
Just
Lily in the grocery store. If you like
Bleh.
pickles, you won't anymore.
Oh my God. When his face. No. Oh no.
And
No.
I like there's a little bit of like the adult world is also a part of the horror for these kids.
Yes.
Because that's
yes.
where the threats for Lily's threats, Ronnie, the threat to lose her father, the dismissiveness of what they're going through. So the adult world is just as much a part of the horror as Pennywise is at this point. Pennywise is given the visions and given the crazies.
Right.
But
and it's proven when Major Hanlon's wife goes into town and she sees the boy being beat up, and nobody helps.
No, boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. And that
and
I had to tell Dre this. I said, because me and Dre watched the show while we was on the phone, and I had to tell him, I said, that is the impact that Pennywise has over Derry. Yeah. He makes the adults not care for these kids, so that when stuff starts happening to kids, they do not. I mean, I'm not gonna say there are parents that do care because they want their kids back, but if the kids are being bullied or they're being abused, they don't care. Nobody cares.
The parents or the adults, not the parents, the adults in town are apathetic. It's just see no evil, hear no evil, just keep walking, mind my own business.
Right.
But Mrs. Hanlon, Charlotte, doesn't have that yet because she's brand new to town.
She's new to town.
She's just getting to town. She doesn't know. She hasn't been brainwashed. She hasn't been overridden by Pennywise yet. So she wants to save him. She even says at dinner, I have a mind to go find all those boys' all those boys' families and tell them what's going on. Like, she's still ready to she wants to save the world still.
Right.
as I think most of us would if we saw that really happening. But you're right.
Right.
Pennywise makes it so that if it ain't mine, I don't care. It ain't
Yeah.
mine, I don't care.
Right.
You just keep
Right.
going.
Right.
Um,
If anything, like I probably would have been like her too. Like I seen the little boy getting beat up. Hey,
yeah,
I'm
what
hitting him with
the
my purse.
hell?
But it was the
Yeah,
look that the boys gave her that they
like
had no fear of
they were
her.
gonna none. That
Right.
main boy was he was looking up with like gritting his teeth. He was anger, hate in his eyes,
Right.
and then
Like
but then the little boy gets up and runs, and I think that's all that saved her from getting attacked.
right.
I think
Like
they would have attacked her.
I got a little scared for her at one point
Uh,
because I was like, yo, like they're about to put they about I mean it's 1962.
1962. Yeah.
Right. Like she as a woman of color talking to those boys should have never it would have never happened.
Yeah. Yeah. No. No. I don't care. It's a military base. That
Right.
none of that don't mean nothing. There's no way. Um, so that's someone who had a real strong head. Like she wanted to because she knew that this is not safe for herself
Right.
to go out there
Right.
and do that.
Also, did you catch the Easter egg from Needful Things?
Her going into the shop that where
The
dad bought
mirror's in
the
there.
yeah where the shop. So dad also before the Hanlons get to town, dad went to what will eventually become the Needful Things
Mhm.
shop, and he bought a telescope for his son.
Yes.
And now mom's going to check it out because I don't remember, what did she want? What did she go there for?
I think she was just
You
going in
know,
there to find I think she's going in there to find like
was it,
what's it called? You know,
yeah, silverware, plates, cutlery
silverware
stuff.
and
Yeah.
plates and
Yeah,
stuff. So
she
she
just
was looking
she
for
wanted stuff
China.
for the house. Yeah, she
Yeah.
wanted china for the house. Yeah, and so as soon as she walked in, you start to pick things out that
Yeah.
the stuff Bonnie Bedelia is going to eventually buy in 1994 when the Needful Things movie came out.
Yes.
Um,
Yes.
but yeah, there's a lot because you have Halloran, you have Needful Things there. There's a lot of connection
Christine
happening
makes a
already.
Christine makes a appearance in this one
Yeah,
too.
and there's I don't know that we're gonna get much about Night Shift, but we already started to get some rats.
Yeah.
We already got some rats, so there's just little nods to the whole Stephen King world going on in here. Um, yeah. So do you have a preference between the two episodes? Do you think it started stronger? Do you like the second one a little better? Where do you fall?
I like the first one, obviously. I like the first
Right.
one because of how
Yeah.
it ended. Um,
Yeah.
I know we
Like
talked about it on
unexpected.
we talked a little bit about it. The first episode we talked
Yeah.
about the first episode on Blurred AF, but we didn't talk about. I wasn't there for the second episode, which we
Yeah.
are going to talk about. But um, I remember saying that I hope the second episode is just as strong as the first one,
Mhm.
and it did not fail me.
No, it's definitely I liked it a little bit more because it gave me a moment to actually catch my breath and start to trust some characters,
Yes.
because the first episode takes that away from you at the end.
Oh,
That last 5 minutes, you're just like, oh, now what?
right.
Everybody
Like
I liked is gone.
right.
I mean, not everybody, because you do like Lily, you like Ronnie, but
Right.
everybody you just spent an hour getting to know is gone.
Right. Right.
And then this one lets us sit with some people, and we
Yeah.
get to know some people and start to put those links together.
Yeah.
Um,
We get more of the military stuff
more of the
too.
military stuff.
And we find out, that the military has a secret project that they are
Yes.
looking for. They're looking for something. We don't know
Yeah.
what yet,
Right.
but they end up finding a Jeep, which is actually the
Yes.
gang from
Mm,
from like the 1930s. I want to say
yeah.
it's a gang from the 1930s.
Which will
Um,
probably be in season 2.
which will be yes, which they'll go back to season 2, and that's where they will pick up. But Halloran using his shining to
Yeah.
find them.
Yeah. Yeah, because that towards the end of the episode, one of them starts. I don't remember if it's a general or someone, but tells him that his gift hasn't given them anything yet, so we better start doing something. Or we
Right,
better start seeing some results, or you're not, or your free pass is going to go away.
right.
So he's
And
so
then they
he's gonna.
find the Jeep.
And then they
Or
find the
not the
Jeep.
Jeep,
So
they found
don't
the
worry,
car.
the car,
Yeah.
yeah, the car, and it's a car full of corpses, and we don't know what it
Yes.
means yet necessarily.
Right.
What do you think about the fact that they've already signed it up for 3 seasons?
I think that's great. I mean, because now we know it, we have something to look forward to,
Yeah.
and obviously I already know that they're going in reverse, and
Yes.
it's eventually gonna get to it's
Are
gonna
we?
get to the settlers that go the 300 plus settlers that
Yeah.
went missing. Um, but also I do like the fact that there are Native Americans in this series
Yeah.
as well too, although we
Yeah.
only got glimpses of them.
Yeah. But it's a
But we know
strong
that they're
glimpse
there.
in the second episode because
Right.
the camera lingers on them for a second, and they have a very almost menacing looking presence.
Right.
Like
Right.
they're they're coming.
Right.
You know
Almost
they're
like they
coming.
know, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And then obviously it
Yeah.
goes back to the ritual of Chud. Because that's the Native Americans were the ones that tried to
Mhm.
originally get rid of Pennywise with the ritual of
Right.
Chud. And as we know from if you haven't seen it chapter 2, they fail.
Yes.
We know they fail.
We know that. Yes. There would be no reason to keep going if they had succeeded, right?
Right.
So we got another episode coming out in 4
On
days.
Sunday.
Sunday, called Now You See It. They have a little. It's when a major find yields few clues. General Shaw pushes ahead with his secret mission, ordering Leroy and Polly to escort Dick Halloran on an aerial search for a new dig site. At the same time, Rose attends a tribal meeting about the military presence in Derry. Ronnie, Lily, Will, and Rich attempt to get visual proof by conjuring an Arixa.
Mm,
So we're gonna get a little bit. We're not gonna see any answers still. We're gonna get a few more questions next week. And
good.
get a
I
few
mean,
more questions.
this show has me hooked. As long as y'all keep giving what y'all giving, I'ma keep watching.
And, and so far through 2 episodes, we've only seen Pennywise's eyes,
Yes. And yeah, in the
the
little
glowing
boy in
yellow
the
eyes.
car,
Yeah,
his eye, the little boy's eye did that
yeah,
Pennywise thing where
the
it's like
Pennywise thing. Yeah,
kind of down, one's up, one
his
down
wonky
type
eye
thing.
thing. Yeah,
And then we've seen the
the
glow in
glowing
the
eyes.
eyes.
But we
Yeah.
had and just because we know that Bill Skarsgård is in the show, we know we'll
Hmm.
see him eventually.
Right.
But so far, we've just seen hints of Pennywise.
We know he's coming
Yeah,
because in the teaser or the teaser trailer in this season of Welcome to Derry, they show that final
yeah,
scene of him walking away from the black spot.
mhm,
What I assume is the black spot, and it's on fire.
right.
So yeah, I'm so excited
So
about the season. I'm ready
we'll see.
for this.
Yeah, at some point though, we're gonna actually see the man himself.
Right.
We're gonna
And
see
it'll
Pennywise,
probably be like the last episode.
and I wonder what is it gonna be? Pennywise the clown, or are we gonna have a different form of Pennywise?
So the form that he took when he's
Pennywise
walking
doesn't
away
have
from
to
the
be.
black spot, he's the clown.
Yeah.
Because I think that
So you
that's
think it's
what
well, and the clown
the
is the most known. It's
right.
the most recognizable. They could go into because Pennywise technically takes any form he wants. He
Mhm.
doesn't have to be that clown.
Right. Because when he's at the black spot, he takes the form of a large crow
Hmm.
or a large bird, I should say, a large bird, and
Yeah,
he starts picking off the adults one by
yeah,
one. And but
hmm,
the people that were there that night claimed that they saw a clown.
yeah,
So he probably will take the form of the clown and then turn into the bird. Uh, but I already
yeah,
know if this happens at
yeah.
the end of the season, I'm gonna be
I,
so
you know,
mad.
I don't care if the actual substantive appearance is at the end of the season, but I want to see more than just his eyes. I want to see him present when something's happening. Maybe not
Right.
actively doing anything, maybe not conversing, maybe not talking with his lisp and his hiss.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't need all that yet, but just start, give me a little Michael Myers, just a little behind the bush.
Yeah.
Just
Like
let me
he's
start to see
there,
him.
but
Let me
not
know, yeah.
there.
Give him that puppet master pulling the strings thing. He's not
Yeah.
actively up there, but he's still in control. And they're doing that with the eyes, obviously. We've
They
seen the
did
eyes.
that with a great big baby.
They did that with a great. And then when that baby comes over and I'm looking at it, I'm like, what the heck's going on? All of a sudden it comes out. Baby got a second head coming out its side.
Yeah. It's
That,
supposed to be a conjoined twin.
yeah, that man. What's worse than a weird flying creepy baby? A conjoined twin weird flying creepy baby.
That baby had wings. I was like, what is happening here?
The baby had wings and the baby had like Pennywise teeth.
Yeah.
There's some teeth up it. But yeah, like they're like, you know how a lot of like people will close their eyes or they'll cover their ear. Like you have to close your eyes and cover your ears
At the
because
same
there's
time.
man, because it's graphic and it sounds bad.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
But
The part that got me is when the boy got thrown into the window. I was like,
yeah.
turn it off. Turn it off. I can't watch this anymore. I can't do this. I can't do this. I love them kids. What are we doing here?
Right. Yeah, because I mean, all of the shows now from Game of Thrones, everything, it's here's all these characters. Which one do you guys like the best? Okay, that's the one that's dead. And this one, they didn't even wait. They're like,
They was
oh,
like,
you did
why
like
wait till
him?
3
Guess
episodes
what?
in?
No, dead. Game day one. You don't even get to see episode 2.
Right. Like,
so I mean, we'll see. So yeah, it's definitely better than. So I expected it was going to be good, but I didn't expect it to be as good as it is so far.
right.
And what I mean by that is it plays like we're watching some like short films. Like these are hour-long episodes. They are very like each story has a beginning, middle, and end. Everything's easy to watch. They don't feel like an hour, and they will turn your stomach because it ain't right.
None of it's
Which is
right.
what we want in horror. We don't want it to be right.
None of it's right.
We don't want it to be right. Well, yeah. So episode 3 on Sunday. We'll have to talk about it. We'll talk about episode 3
Wednesday.
next Wednesday.
Talk about Wednesday.
That's why Wednesday Night Frights is perfect for this show because you watch it on Sunday. Let it
marinate.
Let it marinate, and we'll come back and talk about it again. But yeah, so and just speaking from the performances, everybody so far has been great. There's not a character that I haven't liked the performance. Whether I'm supposed to like a character or not, besides the point. They're well acted. Hanlon and Halloran, the 2 military guys, are great.
Mm-hmm.
The kids are all really good, and that's not easy.
Yes.
Kid acting is a tough call. Even the kids who we don't get to see ever again, we're good.
They're good.
We didn't get to hang out with, we're good because I liked them. The Jewish kid, I thought he was great. I was looking forward to seeing where he went.
Man, the Uris family can't catch a break.
None. But we still got Teddy.
Yeah,
we still got Teddy. But yeah, I take that back. There is one character I don't like, and it's Lily's friend, the one that's not really her friend, the glasses
friend.
Yeah, I don't remember her name, and I don't even feel like looking it up because she's annoying. I didn't like her.
She's annoying.
She's mean. Her actress's name is Matilda Lawler, but yeah, she's trying. So she's that kid that doesn't really have any friends, so she tries too hard to make friends.
She wants to be popular.
Making fun of
Mm-hmm.
She wants to be popular, so she makes fun of the one person who's who really is her friend,
right?
To try to get with other friends. So she ends up Yeah, she's that girl that you don't like.
Right.
She's that girl we don't like. We'll see if she's back on Sunday. Well, she
I
has to
hope
be,
she,
right? She's still alive.
I hope she don't make it to the end of the season.
I hope that her family suddenly gets new orders and she got to move cross country. She doesn't have to die. She just got to go away.
She need to go away.
She got to go away.
Cause she keep doing my girl Lily wrong. She over there making fun of her and everything, and then getting up in her face, smiling and stuff.
Yeah.
You better than me, cause
so put yourself. You're in Lily's shoes, and the police are asking you questions. Are you ratting out Ronnie? Are you getting foggy on Ronnie's dad, or are you holding on?
I'm gonna end up in Shawshank because guess what? I'm not snitching.
I'm
not snitching.
Thank you.
I'm not snitching. Y'all can go. Matter of fact, you can go ahead and send me back to the mental health clinic. I don't know what they did to her over there. Maybe we'll find out in future episodes. But at this point, I'm not snitching on my girl.
No. This is the one person who can vouch for you. This is the one person who saw any bit of what happened that night and knows that it wasn't her dad and it wasn't you.
Right.
Whatever it was something unreal. She knows that, and you just went ahead and said, I don't know. I can't be for sure.
He said, well, that leaves you as a suspect. I guess I'm going to Shawshank.
Yeah.
Guess I'm going to jail.
Yeah. Up the river. Yeah,
Snitches get stitches, and I'm not going to do this.
I don't like that's how they went. I wish that maybe you should have had Matilda, whatever her character's name is. Maybe she should have been there so she could be the snitch.
Right.
We already don't like her. Marge.
I don't like her.
You got to Marge come in there and be the.
I didn't like her.
Did not at all. So if we don't ever get another birthing nightmare, I'll be good though. I mean, give me all the nasty pickles in the world. I don't need another birthing nightmare.
Right. I don't need. I feel like I feel like that's going to be the common theme. Is that because Maddie was a baby?
That's Ronnie's trauma.
That's Ronnie's trauma. Maddie's trauma.
Yeah.
Because I mean, not the baby part. I mean, he acted like a baby. I mean, he was sucking on a pacifier. So, you know what I'm saying? He just wanted to be a baby, right? I'm praying that
he wanted to be loved.
That's
Kids
it.
wanted a family that loved him.
That's it. And the same thing goes for the little boy that has a crush on the girl that we don't like. He just want to be loved. And if that ends up being a baby thing too, I'm going to go crazy.
Yeah, we don't need any more womb horror.
No more.
Please don't give me horror.
No more womb horror. Please don't do that.
That's a weird thing to say. When I woke up this morning, I did not plan on a conversation about womb horror, but here we are. Oh.
I mean, they gave us 2 back to back, and it was like, dude, like, how many more are you gonna? Is this gonna be in every episode? Are we giving birth? Yeah, every episode?
We have this birthing horror in both these episodes, and then like what 2 weeks ago, I watched VHS Halloween and had to deal with that. Like I'm like, come on, guys, let's move on. Let's do something new for me, please.
Right, like I don't want to see any more people giving birth.
Yeah, no more. Oh no, I watched this other anthology movie, and it's escaping me right now. I gotta try to find the title. But I watched this, and the first short in the anthology is this guy. He's in a frat, and he's
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I know that movie too. Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
That's
the Mortician's Collection. Horror. The Mortician's Collection.
Mortician's Collection. Thank you. Yeah. I was just watching that the other day, and that was more birthing horror, but that one hurt me.
Listen, all I could do while watching it was gone.
No,
ow!
But I love that. So if you haven't watched the Mortician's Collection, that one actually has some really good, like thematic elements. Like they're morality tales. The dude like deserved what he got.
He did.
He was a total D-bag. He deserved what he got. But Mortician's Collection reminded me of a little darker, a little more violent version of what was that one with Debbie Harry from the 80s? um, where you got the Lawrence boy trapped in a thing reading, and he reads those different stories
Oh,
from the
Tales from the
book.
Dark Side.
Tales from the
Yeah.
Dark Side.
I
It's like
know
a
my
darker version of
anthologies.
that. Yeah, you got this Mika G, Queen of Anthology.
I know my anthologies. I love
Uh,
anthology movies.
so do I. I'm getting old, man. I got to Oh, you know what? I don't usually publicize this, but I'm feeling old these days. My birthday's tomorrow. So I'm real old.
Happy birthday to
I'm real
you.
old.
Happy
Real old.
birthday in
Thank you.
advance.
In advance, a couple hours in advance. It's not even, well, for you it's like in 3 hours it's my birthday.
Yes.
So we getting there. All right, what you been watching anything recently? Any other than Derry
Uh
and Early Christmas?
that. And no, revisiting movies. Obviously
Yeah.
revisited it chapter 1 and 2 because of
Yeah.
Welcome to Derry. Um
Mhm.
I
Mhm.
do plan on watching Black Phone 2 since it's now on
Uh,
streaming.
I want to watch
Um
that. Yeah. I
I mean I
need to
was
watch.
gonna go to the movies there to see it, but if I'm gonna spend $20, I can
Why
spend
not
$20
be
at
comfortable?
home.
I can be comfortable right here. Yeah, I
Right.
really want to see it. It's the reviews from people. I don't trust a lot of critics, but I got
Mhm.
people that I trust, and the
Right.
people that I trust are talking good about it. So I really want to check it out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that. Um, I did. Oh, I revisited the long. I've been revisiting the Long Walk
Yeah.
multiple. I own it on
Yeah.
digital now,
Right.
and yes, the first two times you watch it, all the feels
Mhm.
right.
Right.
But the more I've watched it, the
Mhm.
more I won't say I've desensitized myself from the whole idea of
Yeah.
this movie. Right. I just start paying attention.
Yeah.
I started
To the
paying
little
attention to the
things.
little things. Like
Sure.
when Pete talks, what I'm saying, you listen
Mhm.
because
Yeah.
he spits
Yeah.
knowledge through this
Is it?
whole
Oh, the
movie.
whole time.
So,
The whole
if
time.
you don't, again, I tell people, as I've been telling people, I just told my friend, I just told my friend Carlos, I said, you need to watch this movie. I said, but you need to
Yeah.
watch it with an open mind. You need to
Yeah.
listen to what this boy is
Yes, you do.
saying. Like
Yes.
you move with love. Move
Mhm.
with love. Like it
Yeah.
given the current state of our nation, I feel like everybody in the nation should go and watch The Long Walk and see
Mhm.
what we're headed towards.
Yeah,
Mm,
just yes. I don't I so I always say all the time that I try to stay out of the political stuff with real talk, but sometimes the movies I watch and the movies I choose to talk about show my politics, and you're
mhm.
100% correct. The Long Walk is in this day and age, it is, as it would have been in the mid 70s when it was written,
Mhm.
is absolutely must see, must read, must see, because I think you get something out of it knowing the story and watching how they changed it for the movie.
Right. Exactly.
There is, just because it underscores a lot of what Pete's talking about, the
Yes.
way they changed the story from book to movie.
Yes.
So get out there. You can go find the Long Walk. It's like 19 short chapters or whatever on YouTube if you just
Mm,
want to listen to it. It's not a long book if you just want to read it, but I
yeah.
recommend reading it and then watching it. They go very
Yes.
well together because they are different enough that it really kind of highlights some very important issues if you
Yes.
read and watch.
Very much.
Um,
Also, go check out Good Boy.
I
Great
gotta watch
movie.
Good Boy. Was it really good?
So good.
Oh,
And
I
the
don't get to
ending
the
made me cry.
I
I
don't
was
get to
like,
the theater as
what?
much as I want
It's on
anymore.
streaming now. I
It's on
watched it on
streaming. Oh,
streaming.
did
Yes.
you? All right.
I paid the money. Matter of
I
fact, I
paid the money.
might buy that movie because that's how
Yeah,
good it
that's how
was.
good it is. All right.
Yes.
Our
The
friend,
dog does steal the show.
our friend Will from the Red Tree House and One Good Scare. It was pretty high up on his list of horror movies from 2025.
It's definitely
Yeah.
top 3 for me. It's
Really, right
Sinners.
behind Sinners and Long
Yep.
Walk.
Sinners, The Long Walk, and then Good Boy.
All right. All right.
Top 3 for me.
I
Um,
absolutely agree with Sinners and Long Walk. I haven't seen enough of theater stuff to really go beyond that. Like I liked Monkey, you didn't. I didn't love the companion. It was
I like
fine.
Companion. It ain't top
Yeah.
5 for me, but
No.
still, I like Companion.
But just thinking about the horror movies from this year that I watched, VHS Halloween is my least favorite of the year so far, of new for this year. But I did watch this movie, and I want to give it a shout out on here. It's called Cuisine de l'Apocalypse, directed
Okay.
by written and directed by Kyle Weingart. Um, so you get that, we all get this as creators in this little film world that we're in. PR people reach out to us from time to time to watch a movie or to
Yes.
meet with a
Mhm.
director or whatever. Most of the time I'm willing to do it and have them on the show and talk, and I'll find something to like. Cuisine de l'Apocalypse, I didn't have to look for something to like. It was just a really enjoyable, fun movie. It's the end of the world, but everything ended. Like, the Yellowstone volcano went off, and AI's taken over, and aliens have landed, and asteroids are hit. Like,
Right.
everything happened all at once. And this guy, Chef John, is he starts a new cooking show, Cuisine de l'Apocalypse. He's the first cooking show in the post-apocalyptic world. It's got Kevin Sorbo, who everybody remembers as Hercules. It's got
Mhm.
comedian Natasha Leggero in it. It's just, when we were talking with Kyle and his wife Zuzu. Zuzu is the main actress in the movie as well. And we were talking with them on Couch Critics. The episode will actually drop on Friday, for everybody to go listen to. But we were talking with them, and Dave said it, but I totally agreed, and so did they. That when you're watching this, it's like watching a cartoon come to life. It is so fun. It is where it's $3 to rent it. It's $10 to buy it on Amazon. I can't recommend it enough. Go and get it and watch it. It is it's your whole family, like, unless your kids are like 10 or younger, your whole family can watch this.
Okay.
There's nothing graphic and gory about it. And if you're of our age and you remember Hercules, there's a lot of Easter eggs and some really funny stuff that drops from here and there. Yeah, I can't recommend that one enough. And I don't usually go out and overdo it, but this one, like, when we watched the trailer, Dave and I were talking, we're watching the trailer, and we're like, well, shoot, this is a movie I would have watched anyways.
Right.
And
Right.
that always feels good. I'm like, all right, now I feel good about it. So I want everybody to go check that out. If you get a chance, check it out. What do you got going on? You got anything big coming up?
No, just back to the nightmares.
Yeah.
I'll drop the Cell with Tiffany Warner. From
We love
she's a
Tiffany.
Tiffany that she loves, um loves game night.
Yeah,
She's becoming
I
one of my
love her.
regulars.
She's
Um
great. Yeah.
so her and I talked the Cell, which I'm gonna get that all edited up and get that
Yeah.
posted, and then pretty much recorded everything before I did 31 days, started
Yeah.
doing 31 days. So I have 3 episodes that will drop. So Tiffany, Sheldon, and then the oh goodness, it's so slipping my mind. But there are 3 episodes that I will
Yeah.
be dropping here soon. And then we'll get back to top
Yeah.
5. So Sunday's
Yeah.
top 5 will be top 5 dolls.
Dolls. All
But
right.
not your Chucky, not
Not
your
Chucky, not Meg,
Annabelle, no,
not
not your
Megan.
Megan, nope,
Are
no.
we
I
talking like
dug I
Puppet
dug in the
Master
crates
dolls?
for this one.
We're talking Puppet Master dolls?
I can't tell you.
Oh, I get no, you can't. I gotta wait till Sunday like everybody else.
Just saying.
That's
I I
awesome.
dug I dug in the crates for this
So
top 5.
I end up watching your videos like 3 times, because I watch it when I see it on YouTube, I watch it when I see it on Instagram, and then I watch it when I see it on Threads, because I have to give it the heart every one. But you can always tell which one I saw first, because that's the one I comment on.
Right. Yeah.
You can always tell where I've been. No, that's awesome. I also have an interview with Sheldon Higdon. Mine came out just the other day. Ours came out last Friday, Halloween. We dropped it on Halloween. So that's out there. I have watched One Good Scare, our friend Will's podcast, because I went on and we talked The Gate. That's
Mhm.
coming up soon. It's not out yet. It'll be out in the next couple of days. Will's working on all that. And then what else do I got going on? No, I think that's everything. There's always something that I don't. I'm working on getting this British production company to come on the show. They focus on anthologies and things, so we'll see how that goes. Trying to get them on the show the end of the month. And my first ever published short story is available on Amazon right now. It's in a collection called Postmortems, Postmortems. My short is called The Crimson Wing. Go check it out. It's $20 on Amazon. Buy it. Support independent publishers.
Nice.
And all right, Meka, where can we all find you?
As always, at Cinematic Nightmares Podcast, the award-winning podcast.
Shout out Voices of the Mausoleum.
Thank you. Looking at your rising star.
Rising star right there. That star is flying high.
And then I'm also award-winning, what am I called?
Cosplayer.
Yes.
Ooh, do you have any hints on your next cosplay?
It's okay. So I have 3 ideas, and all of them are super scary. Well, yeah, super scary. So, yeah.
All right.
No hints. Well, okay. So I will say this: one is one is a TV, one is tar, and the other's a spider.
All right, the spider to go along with you're the one who just got a spider tattoo, right?
Yeah, so I got that one a couple of months ago in Charlotte. But that was that's totally my thing. I was gonna go get another tattoo because I went to a horror convention this past weekend, and they had tattoo artists there, and I was like, dude, go get you another spider, because then and then just put I was gonna randomly start putting spiders.
You got spiders,
somewhere to represent the conventions I've been to. So, but I didn't get the spider. So maybe next convention.
All right. Well, if you want to find out who the next cosplay is, make sure you're following Cinematic Nightmares Podcast. Follow me at Real Talk. Basically same places as Meka, except I also do the occasional TikTok. Check us out. And then I don't know why I announce this every time, because if you're watching live, you don't care what I'm doing tomorrow. But this episode will be dropped into our podcast feed at Real Talk Horror Edition tomorrow. Go check out our past episodes there or here on YouTube and see what all we're talking about. Join the conversation, because Meka and I like nothing more than to talk with fun people about horror. If you're coming in here with your garbage and you want to start bashing us for what we like, go ahead and shove it. Come in with the good stuff and we'll have a conversation. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us. Until next time, we're out.